Cheap meat part 2. This is a Boston butt or a pork shoulder bone in, which means that the shoulder blade is still in the pork roast. I like the bone in style because when I put these on the egg, the bone helps to transfer the heat of the egg into the meat and kind of cook it from the inside out, which is awesome. This is 9 pounds for $1.77 a pound. It's a hell of a deal. For this meal, I'm gonna cut this guy in half. I'm gonna keep the bone side, that's going in the freezer. The other side, I'm gonna break down. We're following essentially the same technique as the chili recipe. We break down the meat, we cook it twice. We take some onion, some peppers, some garlic, and some spice. We put it in the magic pressure cooker for an hour, and it comes out amazing. Then we cook it one more time, and it is so much better. It makes the greatest tacos you've ever had. So I'll be right back, and we'll have all this broken down. That's it, that's the prep. So we've got the pork all peppered up, we've got our onions chopped, we've got all of our peppers together, the garlic and the spices, the coriander and the cumin, and some beef stock. Next step, same as the chili, we're gonna go ahead and sear the pork, and once that's done, we're gonna throw the veg in, and then we're gonna pressure cook it. All right, so the last pieces of pork are done. Just gonna pull those guys out, set them aside, and without missing a beat, we're just gonna drop the onions and the peppers and the garlic. Just like that. Give it a little stir. Not really trying to cook them so much, it's just, I don't know, get them to soften up a little. All right, everything's sort of softened up, so we'll go ahead and add the broth. Deglaze the pan. With that, add our spices. Give them a stir. And then the meat goes back in the pan. That a stir. Just make sure everything's well distributed. Top goes on. Check out my notes in the chili recipe for all the details about getting your pressure cooker working. But we'll see you in an hour and 15 minutes for the big unveiling. So these guys are done, and then what we're going to do is we'll do that same pinch test that we did with the chili, and it should just break right up, just like that. And it's probably really hot, so let me get a small piece and we'll give it a try. That's really good. So what I do now is I drain this. I leave all the onions and the peppers with the meat, but I drain all the broth off, and then I'll show you how we get it ready for actual dinner. So half goes in the freezer for a meal later. The other half is for now, and it's either for dinner tonight or it's for leftovers and lunch tomorrow. And what I like to do is I put these into just some oven-proof cookware and put them under the broiler. we're gonna broil them till they're crispy, and then we're gonna turn them, and I'll show you what it looks like when we build the tacos in just a second. All right, so these guys are all crispy, and they have a great crispy outer shell. They're really juicy on the inside. Our tortillas are ready. All right, so let's build these. Ooh. Okay, so this just breaks apart. So you can just sort of smash it into the tortillas like that. Make sure you get some of the peppers and the onions, because that makes it really, really good. Guys are just falling apart. I think that's probably good for Mary Jane right there. Cheese. Little avocado salsa. We just got back from Ruby's walk, so you can hear her panting. Do a fresh avocado and some fresh pico de gallo. And we're all done. So here we go. Avocado, like that. Some pico de gallo. I call this confetti because it just looks so pretty on a taco. And that's it. So the rest of this is going to be leftovers and lunch tomorrow, which I'm really looking forward to already. But that's how we do carnitas, and I love you guys.